these Trump accounts are very, very exciting. Young people across the country, the next generation, they're going to get to learn a lot about financial literacy and also, make a lot of money out of it in the end, right? Like, it's kind of cool. So talk to us about it.
It is so exciting. The Trump accounts are something that we at the Finance Committee included in the Working Families Tax Cut and Big Beautiful Bill. And for a child, a baby that's going to be born from now to 2028, and for younger children, parents that have younger children, they can go to the IRS website and they can pull down Form 4547 and start one for their children and get that initial deposit. And Matt, the thing that is so important is, yes, it is access to capital. Yes, it does build financial literacy. And the lesson of compound interest in this, if that $1,000, if you leave it untouched from now to the time the child is 18, which there are restrictions on accessing this money, you're over $300,000. If you leave it untouched until 28 years old, it's over $1 million. And the expectation that there will be
that's with the match contribution.
Yes, with all the
5,
match
000.
contributions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
And so to think that a child could have that and be able to buy that home or pay for their education and come out of college debt free, what a fantastic gift that is. And I remember when my brother and I were talking about when we were kids and we had the little passbook that we would take to the bank and we would put our money in the account and they would stamp it and we would see how much interest we had gotten, and what a great lesson that was for us. And now to know that children are going to have that opportunity to watch their money grow.
Yeah, it really is. Now, I don't know what folks are going to use this for down the road, right? Like, but I would imagine maybe buying homes or,
right.
We have this big discussion about affordability in this country right now.
Right.
Well, if this works, and there's a lot of reason to think that it will, right? Like, and this is why some of the smartest financial minds and some of the biggest philanthropists in this country, Michael Dell, who's going to be here today, donated $6 billion to fund these things. Just incredible. But the point is that if this stuff works, this next generation, when they're, into their 20s and 30s, when they're my age, they're going to be able there's not going to be affordability discussions at that point, right? Like,
well, and it changes that discussion and focuses on savings and focuses on building that nest egg. And this is a way to put those initial contributions in the nest egg and encourage that savings every single year. And my husband and I have always said with the grandchildren, we didn't give toys. What we would do is money into a 529 for college, or we would do educational needs or sports needs, but no toys. So this is another avenue to take those gift items, and instead of a toy that's going to tear up, putting it into a savings account for that child. So it's going to provide a greater benefit for that child later in their life.
So there's also a lot of kids out there that are going to benefit from these that maybe don't meet the qualification for the $1,000 starting money, but like, for instance, I have a 2-year-old baby niece, right? Like, she could get a Trump account going right now, and then her parents and others can make contributions to that for her, right? Like, and so kids that are a little bit older too. I think it's really exciting, in that regard as well.
Oh, absolutely it is, because this is a way for parents and grandparents to help that child save. It's a way for them to say, how do we use the different options to make certain that our children and grandchildren are going to have a better life than we have? And it is a way to watch that money grow for the benefit of that child and of that family.
There's something like 30-something, maybe 40% of Americans that aren't engaged in the markets at all, right? Like, and for whatever reason, maybe they don't trust it, they don't have the resources to get going. I think this is kind of really going to encourage everybody to be involved, because everybody every kid that's born from the beginning of this year for the next 3 years gets $1,000 to start this
That's
thing.
right.
Like it's so, it's really going to encourage people to learn how to engage with the markets and let their wealth grow.
Indeed it will, and my understanding was as soon as the accounts opened, there were 500,000 applications for these accounts, and after the summit today, I think you're going to see that number increase exponentially for parents that really want to take advantage of this. They see it as another option for their children to help to save.
Senator, the last thing I'd ask you is we're going to hear from the president here in a few
Yeah.
minutes, right? Like, so he's expected to speak here around 11, so any minute now. What are some of the things you're hoping to hear from the president about when he addresses all of this stuff today?
Yes, the president, I think, is going to lay his reasoning out as to how he came up with the idea, why he thinks the idea is such a good thing, what his expectation is. There are 25 million children that are available that could qualify for these accounts.
Yeah.
And what his expectation is for that 25 million precious children that will have the opportunity to have one of these and save those funds.
Senator, I really want to thank you for joining us.
Always
Yeah,
a pleasure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
good to see you. Thank you.
All right.